been a fortnight of change here at SJP with the departure of Matt Taylor, but football continues as City take on Oxford United this weekend. Welcome to Park Life.
Shaken, shaken in the dark. Shaken, shaken in the dark.
Coming up this week, we hear from the interim boss Kevin Nicholson, and Harry Kite is on press duty after his return to the squad. But we start with a look back at our last two matches on the road at Barnsley and Charlton.
Downfield, bit of head tennis, but play will settle down imminently. The midfield battle works its way through. Might be an early chance here. Right-footed shot. The keeper can't get there and it's in. Almost from kick-off. Exeter have the lead and it's Stansfield with it. He wheels away with a knee slide celebration. A superb finish. It fell to Nombe and he just offloaded it. Stansfield, Jay Stansfield, a right-footed. So Exeter try and fly down the wing again and utilise that, and Nombe's free here, squares it up and he can't miss, surely he won't miss, he doesn't. Jay Stansfield wheels away and celebrates his second of the day. He's in all the right places today, Stansfield, lifted, celebrated, and surely now that's the away victory for Exeter. Just found a bit of space.
That's Dobson, what a ball over the top. Miles Leeburn in on goal, and what a goal! Pass Black. Here's Raksaki again, shot blocked. Charlton still coming forward though. Here's Fraser, crossed. That was Stockley, and it goes in off Hartridge. His clearance headed back in though. Stansfield has a shot. Oh! What a fantastic strike from Jay Stansfield. Here's Blackett Taylor. Dobson again, looking to shoot. Deflects to Anike, in off the post! Chucks Anike has scored for Charlton! Taylor, substitute, combining with Jack Payne, another substitute and a goal! Trying to work away to get a cross in maybe. Assistant's flagging for a free kick, and he's flagging again because this time it's going to be a penalty! Here's Nombe, steps up, and Cooley places past Woolacott.
Oxford United currently sit in 20th place in League One, but it's still early in the season and of course things have still got plenty of time to change. They're managed by former MK Dons boss Carl Robinson. The club was formed all the way back in 1893 as Headington United and didn't adopt the Oxford United name until 1960 when it was decided that it would give the club a bigger profile. The U's have scored 9 goals in the league this season. 5 of those have come from midfield maestro Cameron Brannigan. He'll certainly be one to watch out for on the pitch this Saturday. We're quite proud of our gap here at the park, and we're not the only club to have a rather unique stadium. Oxford United's Kassam Stadium is only 3-sided, with behind one goal a car park and a retail park. So if it gets too much watching the football, you can just head to the cinema or go for a game of bowling. Like City, the U's suffered defeat in their last match, going down 1-0 at home to Wycombe Wanderers last weekend. At Exeter City, we pride ourselves on creating a family-friendly atmosphere on match days. While incidences of discrimination and bad behaviour are rare, sadly they still do happen. So on a match day, if you see or hear anything you think is not right, please report it to your nearest steward or to our match day helpline. You can text HELP ECFC to 62277. Let's help continue to make Exeter City a football club for everyone. In charge for our last 3 matches alongside John Hill has of course been Kevin Nicholson. We caught up with him ahead of this game and he's been speaking about how much he's enjoying the experience so far.
And yeah, there's nothing better than running out in front of your home fans and putting on a performance. So I don't think you'll see anything but energy on Saturday. I think you will see guys chomping at the bit to go again. And I now think you'll see guys on the bench who are doing warm-ups in front of me to make sure that they get on as well, because this is a team and squad thing. You know, we've not got a massive squad, so every game everybody's going to be needed. I often talk about iron sharpens iron, and our guys have got to make sure that they're lifting each other up, they're getting better and pushing the next person to get better. And if you've got that competition for places in the starting 11 and you've got lads that are ready to come on and put in a shift from the bench to make sure that you get the result that you need, then you're going to have yourself a very good environment and a very good chance of winning games of football.
After 4 matches out with injury, Harry Kite returned to the squad on Tuesday night. We caught up with him this week to chat about Saturday's game against Oxford and how great it was for him to be back in the side.
Yeah, it felt great to be back out there. I mean, like I say, I think we're all disappointed with the result. But there was lots of good bits in there. There was lots of pleasing bits in there and really positive for us to take forward. So I think obviously the result's not what we wanted it to be, but I think going into the weekend, I think there's lots of positives we can take when looking back at the performance from Tuesday night for sure.
It's obviously never nice to be watching from the sidelines, especially when you probably feel like you can impact the game in some way and you're stuck there not being able to play. What's that like? Because I imagine you probably see things on the pitch and you think, oh, I'd have done that differently, or oh, if only I was there at that moment. Yeah,
I mean, it's very difficult. It's probably one of the hardest things of being a football player is, like you say, not being able to contribute when you're on the side and you're watching. Obviously, injuries are part of the game. They're part and parcel of the game. It's not the nicest part of the game. It's, in fact, the worst part of the game, but they happen. And like you say, when you're on the side, it can become very frustrating watching the game and, like you say, not being able to come on or not being able to play to make an impact. But you just got to try and do as much as you can, like I was, to be back as fit as you can and as fast as you can to try and help the team when you're available.
A perfect pitch perfect. What's better than our pre-match videos with Chaz? Well, how about a whole evening of the guy later this month? On the 27th of October at 7 p.m. in the Supporters Trust Suite is an evening with Chaz for just £20, which includes a voucher for your first drink at the bar. You can hear from Chaz all about his career and how much he loves doing these videos that we do with him. So head over to the website and go over to the ticketing site to book your ticket for an evening with groundsman Chaz. Oh, and there's pie and mash too. Encounters between the Grecians and the U's have been few and far between in recent seasons. It's time to head back to 2012 now for our last victory against the Oxford side. A 4-2 victory at the Kassam Stadium.
And Jamie Courtney raced from inside his own half to put them in front after just 11 minutes. It was a goal to set the pulse racing. And it seemed to inspire the Grecians, who doubled the lead 3 minutes before the half hour. Liam Sercombe's corner into a crowded Oxford box, and Scott Bennett's brave low header did the rest. Exeter were playing some really exciting football, and 5 minutes into the second half they scored again. The superb John O'Flynn releasing Courtney, and the veteran striker made his 5th league goal of the season look ridiculously easy. Oxford appeared dead and buried, but a rash challenge by Craig Woodman on Damien Batt allowed Jake Foster-Caskey to give the home side just a glimmer of hope. Keeper Artur Krysiak sent the wrong way from the spot kick. Now Oxford had their tails up and cut the lead to a single goal 3 minutes past the hour. John Paul Pittman's knockdown scrambled home by Alfie Potter. Exeter, you sensed, needed another goal, and it came from O'Flynn, capping a fine individual performance when he finished across Ryan Clark in the Oxford goal. A late sending off for Oxford sub James Constable made no difference at all, as Exeter keep the pressure on leaders Gillingham at the top of the table.
One of the most informed players in the Football League right now is, of course, Giovanni Brown, and he was chosen by you as the winner of September's Goal of the Month, as City turned on the style with a 4-0 win at Forest Green in front of the Sky cameras. Let's check out that goal from Giovanni.
Opportunity for players to stake a claim, to show what Exeter City are all about. And here they come again with Jay Stansfield. Held up by Casey, but he still has it, Stansfield. And he has support alive in the middle. It's Brown, it's 3. At the time to pick his spot. Giovanni Brown scores his second goal of the game, and Exeter City's third. And they just didn't deal with the danger, but it was a well-crafted goal. Played into space for Stansfield. Made it his up against Oliver Casey. Had time to lock up. And round about the penalty spot, unmarked, Giovanni Brown. Bumps in the third. His 5th goal of this League One season.
It's been great over the last few weeks to see so many people signing up to become a member of the Exeter City Supporters Trust. We are so close to 4,000 members. If you want to become a part of your football club and have a say on how it is run, there is never a bad time to sign up for as little as £2 a month. That's all we've got time for on Park Life this week. Thank you so much for joining us. All the usual spiel now. Of course, you can listen to the game on iFollow in the UK with a match pass, or if you're overseas, you lucky lot, you can watch it for just £10 with a visual match pass, of course, both there with live commentary from BBC Radio Devon. We will, of course, have live social media coverage of the game. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's Instagram, with reaction from Kevin Nicholson and one of the players after the game as well. One last thing for me to say, we'll shake it up a little bit this week. Be loud, be proud, get behind John, Kev and the boys, and of course, up the city.